Hi children, how are you? Welcome to my channel Manohar Motivational Thoughts. Today onwards I would like to do videos on 10th class physics. So the students of 10th class will be more benefited by these videos. So most of the children feel difficulty especially in physics subject, but if you follow daily and regularly my videos, it will be very easy and useful to you when you are going to write the public exams of 10th class. So today onwards follow regularly my classes, and you have any doubt you can ask me or keep in the comment box also. So today I would like to start the first lesson of 10th class physics, that is a reflection of light at curved surfaces. So before going to this lesson is already introduced in the 7th and 8th standard as reflection of light at plane surfaces. First, what is meant by reflection? Do you know what is meant by reflection? The process of coming back of light after hitting any surface is called as reflection. So not only that, bouncing back of light is also called as reflection. So in 8th standard, you have already learned laws of reflection of light. What are the laws of reflection of light? Angle I is equal to angle R, or angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. And second law is incident ray, reflected ray, normal ray, all are lies on the same plane. So in the previous understanding, when the light rays fall on any smooth surface, this is a smooth surface, and if you draw a perpendicular line, this is called as a normal, and this is called as a incident ray, and this is called as a reflected ray. So by this, two laws of reflection are there. The angle between the incident ray and normal ray is called as a angle of incidence. The angle between the reflected ray and normal ray is called as a angle of reflection. So first law of reflection is angle I is equal to angle R, and the second law of reflection is incident ray, reflected ray, normal ray, all the rays are lies on the same plane. So these are the laws of reflection of light. But now in this lesson, reflection of light at curved surfaces, we are going to discuss about the curved mirrors. Especially there are different types of mirrors in our life: concave mirror, convex mirror, plane mirror. So in a previous understanding, you know about the plane mirror, but the formation of image will be different. Can you tell me the image what we are seeing in our face in the plane mirror and image formed by the vehicle mirror is same? No, that means some of the images will be small images and some images will be very big. Some images will be erect images and some images will be inverted images. So different types of images will be formed by the different types of mirrors. In this lesson, we are going to discuss about the especially concave mirror and convex mirror. Let us see what is meant by concave mirror, what is meant by convex mirror. So if you take a spherical ball, or if you take a spherical ball, if you cut it into two half, so this is one part and this is another part. So here this is one of the curved surface and this is another curved surface. So here if you painted outward part and inward part is as the reflecting part. That means if you fall a light rays on the concave mirror, it will be reflect back like this. So a mirror which having the reflecting part curved inward, or inward part as the reflecting part, then that is called as a concave mirror. Then here outward part is a painted part or silver paint coated part will be. So this type of mirror is called as a concave mirror. Suppose this part is a painted part, inward part is a painted part and outward part is a reflecting part, then that is called as a convex mirror. So this is a concave mirror and this is a convex mirror. So for easy understanding, I'll tell you that this concave mirror means this part cave This is like cave like structure is there. So curved inward reflecting part is called a concave mirror. Curved outward reflecting part is called as a convex mirror. So this type of mirrors in our daily life also we can observe clearly. Suppose if you see the spoon image, curved outward part is there. No, this is called as a convex surface and inward part is there concave surface. So in these two mirrors different types of images will be formed. See this outside part convex mirror. In the convex mirror your image will be enlarged image, magnified image will be formed and erect image will be formed. You see inward curved inward concave mirror is there. You can observe that this image is a inverted image, reverse image will be formed. Okay, so this is inward part of the concave mirror and outward reflecting part is a convex mirror. Did you understand clearly? So concave mirror and convex mirror. Now today we will discuss what are the general terminology we will use in the regarding curved surfaces. Okay, before going to that, in your textbook first activity given how to find the normal to curved surface. Let us see how to find the normal. So a small activity is there. That activity we will discuss now. Finding normal to curved surface. How to find the normal to the curved surface? First we have to take one rubber sheet and put some pins, small nails or pins to the rubber sheet like this. These are all the pins, and so if you fix the nails to the rubber sheet, these are all the perpendicular to this surface. And now you bend this rubber sheet to the curved inward part as the curved inward parts. Then all the iron nails will meet at one point or the converge or intersect at one point. So this point is called as a center of curvature. This point is called as a center of curvature. So here any line drawn from center of curvature is called as a normal. So these are all the normals only. So this is the finding of normal to the curved surfaces. So these are all the normals. So whenever you place this all the pins to the plane surface of rubber sheet, these are all normals only. If you bend this like a concave mirror, they all will meet at one point. That intersecting point is called as a center of curvature. Now you can understand any line drawn from center of curvature is called as a normal. Not only this for concave mirror, for convex mirror also you will get like this. So these are the all will be diverge away when you bend this outward like this outward. If you bend, all will diverge away. If you extend these lines, all will meet at one point back side. So this is a center of curvature. So any line drawn from center of curvature is called as a normal. So this is about the finding of normal to the curved surfaces. Let us see some more general terminology what we are using in this case. Suppose one concave mirror we will see. This is the concave mirror, and first we will discuss about the center of curvature. Center of curvature means the center of the sphere which having a curved surface is a part. The center of the sphere of the mirror which having the curved surface is called as a center of curvature. This is denoted by letter C. And next one is pole of the mirror. Okay, center of curvature is denoted by C, pole is denoted by P. So pole is nothing but the midpoint of the curved surface. The midpoint of the mirror which having the curved surface is called as a pole of the mirror. Now next one is principal axis. Principal axis. So this principal axis means the horizontal line which passing through the pole and center of curvature is called as a principal axis. So this is the line. So the horizontal line which is passing through the pole and center of curvature is called as a principal axis. Now one more, radius of curvature. The distance between pole and center of curvature is called as a radius of curvature. This is denoted by letter R. The distance between pole and center of curvature is called as a radius of curvature. And then suppose if you want to find out some more, suppose you take one concave mirror and place under the sunlight, that is a magnifying glass, then all the sun rays will pass as parallel to the principal axis and they will converge at one point. That means you will get the image of the sun, a brightest spot on the white sheet of paper. So you can burn the paper also. I think you may have play in childhood by taking one magnifying glass, by keeping under the sunlight. If you take one paper, the paper will be burned due to the brightest spot of the image of sun. So in that situation, when the light rays are travel all parallel to the principal axis like this, suppose whenever you allow the concave mirror under the sunlight, then all the rays will travel parallel to the principal axis, and this reflected rays will meet at one point on the principal axis like this. So this intersecting point of reflected rays on principal axis is called as a focus or focal point. So this is one of the important definition, focus or focal point. When the sun rays are travel parallel to, or any light rays, when the light rays are travel parallel to the principal axis, all the reflected rays will meet at one point on the principal axis. That intersecting point is called as a focus or focal point. Now next one is a focal length. Focal length is denoted, this focus is with the capital F, focal length is denoted with a small f. The distance between pole and focus is called as a focal length. This is the distance between pole and focus is called as a focal length. So here the same distance will be from focus to center of curvature also. Now we will discuss about the relation between center of curvature and focal length. See here, that means R is equal to 2f, double of the focal length. Radius of curvature is the double of the focal length. That means the distance between pole to focus is equal to the distance between focus to center of curvature. So this is the relation between the radius of curvature and focal length. So from this we can derive focal length f is equal to r by 2. So this is the relation between radius of curvature and focal length. So these are the some general terminology we will use in this lesson. Reflection of light at curved surfaces. Once conclusion I will tell you. So center of curvature, the center of the sphere which having the curved surface is a mirror is called as center of curvature. Next, pole, the midpoint of the curved surface is called as pole. The midpoint of the mirror is called as a pole. Suppose this is a imagine this is a concave mirror, then midpoint of the mirror is called as a pole. Next, principal axis, the horizontal line which is passing through pole and center of curvature is called as a principal axis. And radius of curvature, the distance between pole and center of curvature is called as radius of curvature, which is denoted by letter R. Next, focus or focal point. Whenever the light rays are passing parallel to the principal axis, all the reflected rays will meet at focus on the principal axis. That intersecting point of the reflected rays is called as focus or focal point. And focal length, the distance between pole to focus is called as focal length. And finally, the relation between radius of curvature and focal length is radius of curvature is the double of the focal length. R is equal to 2f. Then f is equal to r by 2. So children, this is the introduction class, and what are the general terminology we will use. I hope you understand well what is the difference between concave mirror and convex mirror. In further, we will discuss about the ray diagrams of concave mirror and daily life applications. What is magnification? These are all we will, sign convention, and what is a mirror formula in this lesson. So all of you follow my classes regularly. If you have any doubt, you ask in comment box and even YouTube, or you can call me also. My number is 9951152567. 9951152567. You can call me and clear your doubts. Thank you. And one more thing, if you do not subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel and forward these videos to your friends also. I wish you all the best.